Hello everyone, Dan Mason here. Do Democrats deliberately keep blacks and minorities dependent on them? Let us take a look at low expectations and the Golem effect in minority communities. The Golem effect explains much of what has unfolded in minority communities under Democratic leadership. For decades, Democrats have communicated, directly and indirectly, that minorities cannot succeed on their own without government handouts or lowered standards. That expectation of weakness has created a cycle of dependency and decline. Education. Lowering academic standards in the name of equity teaches minority children that excellence is not expected of them. Instead of being challenged, they are told that hard work and merit are barriers. The result? Generational underachievement. Policing and crime. When Democratic leaders push no bail or no bond policies, they communicate that crime in these communities is to be tolerated, not corrected. Being arrested a dozen times with no real consequence reinforces the idea that nothing will change. Neighborhood conditions. When leaders refuse to send in the National Guard during riots or chronic violence, they reveal that they expect crime and chaos to continue. This tells residents their neighborhoods are not worth saving. This is the Golem effect in practice. Low expectations from leadership lead to lower performance, weaker institutions, and despair. What have white socialist-level Democrats done for the black community? Over the last 40 years, Democrats, mainly white progressive socialists who claim to be champions of minorities, have produced a legacy of failure. Welfare dependency. Programs created to help have instead trapped families in cycles of poverty, breaking apart households and discouraging fathers from staying present. Crime policies. Cities run by Democrats have some of the highest black homicide rates in America. No bail laws, soft-on-crime prosecutors, and refusal to hold repeat offenders accountable have devastated black neighborhoods. Education decline. Public schools in Democratic strongholds fail to teach basic literacy and math, leaving students unprepared for the workforce. Meanwhile, teachers' unions, major Democratic allies, block school choice, trapping minority students in failing districts. Economic stagnation. Despite trillions in spending on social programs, minority unemployment and wealth gaps persist. Promises of equity have yielded dependency, not prosperity. So what has been accomplished? Politicians and NGOs have grown rich, but the black community has been kept in a cycle of survival rather than empowered for success. Negative expectations and the drag downward. The repeated message from Democrats is, "We don't expect you to change." This sentiment plays out everywhere. No bail, no bond. Criminals cycle in and out of jail, reinforcing lawlessness. Victims learn that justice will not be served. Being arrested 14 times becomes normal, even expected, in a system that refuses to punish crime. No expectation in society. Young men are told through policy and culture that they will not succeed, so why try? Crimes happen in these neighborhoods. Leaders shrug, chalking it up as usual, instead of treating it as unacceptable. These negative expectations crush ambition. They erode trust in authority. They send the message that nothing will get better, so why strive for better? The truth. Minority communities do not suffer from a lack of ability. They suffer from decades of leaders who expect little from them and profit politically from their dependency. The Pygmalion effect suggests raising the standard, expecting greatness, and providing support that fosters independence. Instead, Democrats have embraced the Golem effect. Low standards, handouts instead of opportunities, tolerance of crime, and the abandonment of personal responsibility. The results are precise: trapped schools, unsafe neighborhoods, and broken families. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment.